Grace and peace to you. Welcome to Morning Watch. I'm Rob, one of the pastors here at White Plains. Glad to have you with us today on a wet and rainy Thursday. This is where we gather for a song and a thought for the day. So glad you're with us whenever you're watching. Thanks for being here. Probably need a little extra coffee today. Good morning, Kenan. And good morning to you whenever you're watching. Thanks for being here and chiming in. Well, let's begin our time together by going to God in prayer. Help me call a blessing down, for I think our poor old world needs it. A blessing of peace, a blessing of the ordinary, a blessing of national life without chaos and personal life without fear. Help me pray a healing down, for I know how much we need it. A strengthening of the bonds between us, simple respect and patient listening, a new beginning for us all. Help me welcome the sacred down, the wide-winged spirit drawn from every corner of heaven to walk among us once more, to show us again how it can be, when justice is the path and love the destination. Amen and amen. All right, so we did some protest songs earlier in this chapter of our book, and here's one I don't think I've ever done this song on Morning Watch, at least not with these words. I have done this tune before, and you'll understand. Municipal Protest Train Authority song. Y'all know it? I know some of you do. Morning, Dr. Lee. It's a real event from 1948. 1948! Hard to believe. Well, let me tell you a story about a man named Charlie on a tragic and fateful day. He put 10 cents in his pocket, kissed his wife, and family went to ride on the MTA. But did he ever return? No, he never returned, and his fate is still unlearned. Oh, he may ride forever beneath the streets of Boston. He's the man who never returned. Charlie handed in his dime at the Kendall Square station and a change for Jamaica Plain. When he got there, the conductor told him one more nickel. Charlie couldn't get off of that train. All night long, Charlie rides through the station crying, what will become of me? How can I afford to see my sister in Chelsea or my cousin in Roxbury? Did he ever return? No, he never returned, and his fate is still unlearned. He may ride forever in the streets of Boston. He's the man who never returned. Charlie's wife goes down to the Scully Square station every day at 2:15. And through the open window she hands Charlie a sandwich as the train comes rumbling through. Did he ever return? No, he never returned, and his fate is still unlearned. He may ride forever Boston. Don't you think it's a scandal how the people have to pay and pay? Fight the fare increase. Vote for George O'Brien. Get old Charlie off that MT. Never return. Never return. And his fate is still unlearned. He may ride forever neath the streets of Boston. He's the man who never returned. There you go. Yep. Kingston Trio, Kenna. That is where I learned it as well. From my mom and dad. Yep. A lot of fun, that song. And real protest song. It's a campaign song for George O'Brien, whoever George O'Brien was. But he was against the fare increase where they made you pay 10 cents to get on, but then you had to pay to get off, right? So people still cared about those daily things, right? Yeah, of course, the other song, I mean, there's probably 20 songs with that same chord progression. Well, there's thousands of songs with that same chord progression, but with that same tune is the Wreck of the Old 97. And and my dad, when he was teaching me the Wreck of the Old 97, up on the mountain one cold frosty morning, just watching the smoke from below. He would get to the end of it, the end of the Old 97, where the spoiler alert, the train rolls off the tracks, scalded to death by the steam, right? And then scalded to death by the steam. Well, did he ever return? No, he never. So I thought it was all part of the same song when I was growing up, because that was the way he taught it. All right. We're wrapping up this chapter on action. Talking about reclaiming and rejuvenating and renewing our spiritual cultures, our religious structures, by being intentionally disorganized, following the pattern of the Native American traditions where individuality is recognized and celebrated, but understanding that we have more in common than that separates us. And basically dance conquers dogma, right? Let's dance for what we hope for. Morning, Terry. Morning, Florida. Morning, Robin. Morning, Vernon. Morning, Dr. Lee. Good morning to you whenever you're watching. Thanks for being here on this rainy Thursday morning. So, Charleston writes that let the people speak. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I read that. Whoops. Never mind. That was yesterday. Sorry. Missed my little note here. How about clear questions? Children have the clear questions. The ones so innocent, so pure that you can see right through them to the mystery beyond. Why does the wind blow? Where is heaven? How do we know what we know? Questions asked in wonder. Questions asked in curiosity. Questions that were asked 10,000 years ago and are still being asked again in the front yard or just before going to bed. Why and how, asked over and over again. Children are our teachers because they remember the first things we asked as the tribe of human beings. Clear questions, transparent ones, free from any doctrine except that of amazement and endless imagination. Right? What did Jesus say? Except you become as a little child, you'll never enter the kingdom of heaven. The wisdom and the clarity of children is so, so important. When we get caught up in what divides us, let's remember those clear questions that connect and unite us. Oh, that's right, Florida. Florida mentions the Methodists protesting in Washington. That's right. They are being a faithful resistance, even now. All right. Native Americans' ancient wisdom shows us how to regain confidence in our religious institutions. So we have faith in what we believe, not by talking about it, but by practicing it with people. And not at an arm's length, but up close and personal. We eat together, we laugh together, we cry together. That is the dance. The dance of our common experience. The dance of the tribe of the human beings. If we worked hard for a generation at inventing ways for people of different religious institutions to spend time together, we would see remarkable changes within the time span of that generation. We would see less religious prejudice. We would see more open-mindedness and understanding. We would see higher levels of cooperation among people of faith, and consequently a greater positive impact on those hopes that we have in common. He writes, in Native America, we've never stopped dancing. Even through the darkest times, we danced. We are still dancing, and we will keep on dancing. We will do that because we respect every person's right to hold on to their most cherished beliefs, but we also respect the call of the drum. That heartbeat sound of all life, that reminder of our common humanity, to get up and move together, celebrating the strength of the people when they are united, embracing the hope of every heart. All things come and go. Be at peace on this blessed day. Whether it brings sunlight or storms, serenity or struggle, be at peace in passing through it, doing what needs to be done, living as fully as you can, as authentically as you can, at peace in your soul. Know that all things come and go on the way to where you were called to be. They pass around you, they pass over you and under you, but they do not define you or contain you. For your life is not an inventory of pains or pleasures, but a sonnet of the Spirit. A mystery fashioned from and for eternity. A strength so powerful that it can afford to be vulnerable to love. Be at peace on this blessed day. Amen. And so we wrap up the rung of action. You remember how he started this whole book was inspired by a conversation that he had with a parish up in New England where he asked them if there was any cultural institution that they had any faith in. Education, politics, religion, our economic system. They would not list any that they were confident in. And so here in this chapter of action, Charleston has given us a blueprint for personal action and for communal action to come together spiritually around the things that unite us. Hope, faith, desire for the common good, a celebration of our beliefs, our individual beliefs, our cultural and historic beliefs, our traditions. And find common ground. And most importantly, to dance and celebrate the Creator that is the source of all life. Alrighty, well, I don't know if about dancing in the rain today, but I know I have to get out in it, and I imagine you probably do too. So, hey, Jimmy. Good morning, buddy. All right, y'all take care. Have a blessed day today. May you find peace and purpose in this day. I can't offer a better benediction than what Charleston just offered. I'll see you again tomorrow for another morning watch. Take care.